Okay, now, let me take you back to the pandemic years. And this is something which we noted on your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile says that you successfully steered the organization through the crisis last year and continue to do so at present. Right? You must have written it around that
Long
time.
back and not updated it, yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you further add that you ensured that the brand stayed relevant in the public domain, saw a 33% growth in our social media follower base during the pandemic, along with significant engagement rates. So that's first part of the question. So can you reflect on this, and then I'll come to the second part.
Oh, absolutely. It's something that I had literally just joined. I joined in 2019, and 2020 March was the pandemic, and I had absolutely no idea what hit me.
Mm,
I confess, when I look back, I don't think I knew what hit me. But what held me in
mm,
really good stead was, I think, all my years of FMCG grounding, hard marketing grounding to say. And I'll quote you an example that I think I gave to, I think, Adobe or somebody I spoke to long back.
mm,
If service business is about interaction on the ground, if building relationships and brands was about engagement, interaction, how you felt about the airport when you flew through it,
mm,
that entire occasion of engagement just got taken away. Nobody
mm,
was on the
mm,
ground. There was no flying through. People were afraid of being where they were going. So
mm,
that whole joy of hanging out, etc. Airports became scary places. You didn't want to go.
mm,
For in the
mm.
first place, they got shut down for some time.
Correct.
So I think me and the team had to think hard on, okay, how do we still keep a relationship going?
Yeah.
And I think that is where my hospitality, B2B, B2C, all those days came in handy when we said, okay, I've lost my ability to communicate on the ground, but I can still pick on an insight that people have, which we started
Mm,
realizing through friends, through everybody. People
mm.
miss travel. People miss
Yes.
going on holidays.
Yes.
People feel that they got robbed of a certain things. People missed conferences. People missed official travel.
Correct.
So we picked the online element of it and started to bring all of it alive,
Mm,
including a bunch of things like where would you like to go next? Where is your next bunch of holidays?
mm,
That was, let's say, one part of it. The second was there was a lot of fear. There was a lot of fear.
mm,
We did a little bit of research. There was a lot of fear, and so reassuring people on. So there were myths at that time. Air conditioning systems spread the virus even more. So
mm,
should everybody have ACs off? But
mm,
what about an airport? So we put out a lot of information on that. Regulations were changing like crazy. I remember
mm.
running an FAQ series. We said, okay, let's be the authentic voice so that everybody knows what is the quarantine, what is everything. So, uh, again, Nitish, sounds fantastic when I put it this way, but there is again one underlying principle.
Mm,
Inside, we listened to what was happening around us. We
mm,
listened to our consumers, and we listened to what was bothering them, and we just
correct.
flipped our interaction on that basis. And
Correct.
because everybody was sitting home, they didn't know what to do with themselves. Obviously, online was an important way to engage. We just kept the airport alive in people's minds. If you ask me, that's
Mm.
what we.
Fantastic.